What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this mid-season finale review, recap, and breakdown video for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, that was one hell of a mid-season, season so far, I guess. I thought it was absolutely awesome. It so far is the best season of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, I think. Mainly down to Ghost Rider. Now, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, and the dude who plays him did a fantastic job of bringing one of the most magical villains or heroes, however you want to perceive him, to the show. And it could have easily been very, very crap, to be honest. It could have been like those Nicolas Cage films, which were just awful. Now, I'm kind of sad that the next part of the season won't really be featuring him, because we saw the culmination of his storyline with Eli Morrow, and they both ended up in the box together. Now, it was pretty decent. It was a good story that we had, and it was a good culmination to the story. But I'm sad we're not going to be seeing him full time as the rest of the season. So now I'm a bit upset that we're going to be getting a story about a AI, because I thought this season was going to be all about magic and that kind of thing in the Marvel universe. But I guess it isn't here, and we're going to be getting more of a Ultron kind of story. And the minute we knew that he was making an android, I think everyone who's sitting there watching it probably thought, yeah, well, that's not going to turn out fucking good, is it? And I'm kind of surprised how she turned evil. There's not really much motivation behind it, and it just seems a bit of a cop-out, to be honest. I think that Eli Morrow could have been dispatched and got rid of with Robbie surviving, but I guess you can't have S.H.I.E.L.D. as a full unit back again with Ghost Rider there being a convicted killer. So there is that kind of theory, and I kind of understand the theory behind it. And Ultron is a big, big thing, obviously, in the Marvel Cinematic and expanded TV universe. So they're going to have to do a kind of story like that. And it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to get a kind of secret wars or secret invasion kind of thing here with, we saw at the end, we saw Agent May captured by Ada, but was also there with the rest of the team. So it looks like she has made a copy of Agent May. And going by the trailer and the poster, it's very clear that we're probably going to get a couple of similar ones. And I'm quite excited to see how this comes out, because just like I just said, a bit disappointed to see it, but going by the trailer for the next season, it looks like we're going to be getting a very, very cool and different thing. We're going to get a kind of non-trustworthy, can we trust certain people? Are they a robot? We don't know. So that's going to be quite exciting to see moving forward, and I like to see the director take things into his own hands, and I think it's fucking cool. I was like, I want to see a nuclear weapon in action. And we've got, of course, Daisy, aka Quake, back in the team and exonerated from all of her, I'd say, a status as a domestic terrorist. So the Watchers are the Watchdogs, whatever you want to call them. I think it's a bit of a shit name, to be honest. They're still out there, and we're going to be getting another combination of more Inhuman kind of things and how the Inhumans work with the rest of everyone. We're getting an Inhumans TV show, for God's sake. So there is that, and I think that Inhumans are going to be more of a kind of bigger role. I know we've had them as a bigger role, but I think that it's going to continue on being as it is. So, also interesting, we're getting a kind of spin-off TV show called Slingshot, which will feature Yo-Yo, and it will take place just before the start of the season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that will kind of eventually probably catch up. And I expect we'll see the side or the events from her perspective, which will be kind of interesting. I'm not really excited. Everyone thought it would be the trailer for an Inhumans TV show, but it wasn't. So we're kind of not really caring about that, to be honest. But I did enjoy this episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was fun, it was exciting, and this whole storyline, I like what they're doing, where they're announcing a storyline for this, and this is going to follow to its combination, and we're getting the LMD, the Life Model Decoy storyline at the next thing. So it's kind of like a comic book way of doing things, and I really did like how near the end of the episode, when Coulson said about how he wanted an Inhuman to be the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he implied that he wanted it to be Daisy, and she said in the comic book version, which, could we see her become? No, probably not. But it was a pretty cool little callback to the comics there. So, interesting how it's going to move forward. We're probably going to get more of a classic Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like Season 1, Season 2 story going forward, where it's going to be the team going out on missions, which is what's needed. It's needed that, and it's needed that to come back for a long time, and it's needed them to go on official S.H.I.E.L.D. business. So I'm excited for the next part of the season. So that's it. We're back on January 10th for that. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. See you soon. Goodbye.